Who are you when you're not trying to be somebody? That is the person you really are. A truly authentic person is somebody who is completely comfortable living outside of the media's influence. Think about it. When you are not concerned about what to eat, what to drink, what to wear, what to listen to, what to watch, who do you become? When you are not consumed with the thought forms of mass media and the marketing strategy of businessmen, who are you? Who is the authentic person beneath it all? Can you define your spirit? Can you identify your spark? Just how much of who you are is determined by marketers. It can be disappointing being in a society that is obsessed with conformity when you yourself are focused on authenticity. Society says do this. Society says get married, have children, make sure you go to a bar and get drunk frequently, watch football on TV, watch basketball, watch baseball, care about who wins the World Series, feel a sense of emotional investment in who wins the Super Bowl or who wins an Oscar or an Emmy. Have you had a McRib lately? The powers to be at McDonald's would really like you to and will hound you until you do. You are a normal member of society, right? You followed the media's conditioning and bought the newest iPhone, you bought the newest everything, right? There are things you are supposed to do. Society wants you to buy its beer and get drunk. Numb your mind. Don't ask questions. Accept unconditionally everything that is thrown your way. Have a Coke and a smile. Don't try too hard to have a real conversation. It's easier and more satisfying to rely on small talk. Simply repeat buzzwords. What are you doing this weekend? Does it really matter? Do you really care? Empty puffs of air, senseless excretion of energy. Save your words until they add up to something substantial. Keep it sincere. Just say hello if you have nothing else to say. Say it with sincerity from the heart that indicates you truly appreciate seeing the person you are saying it to. Aim for sincerity of words over quantity. This is important. Keep it in mind. Small talk is the clip art of conversation. Are you content to follow the programming set forth by those long forgotten? Small talk is nothing more than a program to be followed. It has limited value, if any at all. Break free of this innocuous time waster. Strive for authenticity. Meditate. Go within. Who are you really when you are not following the programs that society creates? What are you really craving? Is it a McRib or is it tilapia? If you're craving tilapia, pay no heed to the last McDonald's commercial you saw and go find yourself a fish restaurant. It really is that simple. Authenticity has become a lost art in the age of media influence. Be part of the renaissance that brings it back to the mainstream. Turn off your TV, turn off your radio, ignore those pop up ads that show up on your internet browser. Don't be told what you can't live without. Don't be told what you want. Don't be told what you need. You already know these things. The answers you find within are way more pertinent than anything a marketer is going to tell you. Drop out of society. Society is boring anyway. Paddle your own canoe. Go where you want to grow. Groupthink roots you into the group. What's the point of that? Instead of living life by a committee, look inside of yourself and find the bits and pieces that add up to what you really want and really need. In society, you are expected to please people and be what they want you to be. But that is ridiculous. Live your own life. Do your own thing. And those of a like mind will catch up to you. As an authentic person, you lead the way without looking in the rearview mirror. Be the leader. How do you know who you really are when you are in the crowd? When you are in the crowd, you know who you are within the context of the crowd, but do you really know who you are? In the crowd, you are under the influence of the crowd. You, whether you realize it or not, are conforming to the crowd. Some of this is obvious, having to follow the rules and laws and all that. You also have to act civil, and probably you are trying to fit in and not stand out too much for the wrong reasons. How can you be your authentic self when you are preoccupied with what other people think of you? To be authentic, do your own thing. Look within. Find your own answers. Find your own path to what makes you content and happy. If everybody is watching Stranger Things or Yellowstone or whatever, and you honestly don't want to, then don't. Watch whatever you want to watch. Watch Gunsmoke if you want to watch Gunsmoke, or don't watch anything at all. It's up to you. Don't worry about what the crowd expects you to be doing. The temptation may be to watch the show everybody is watching just to fit in, but why? What difference does it honestly make? Do whatever you want. Listen to any kind of music you discover that you find you enjoy. It may not be what everybody else, or anybody else for that matter, is listening to, but that is their loss. Let them consume what the media is dishing out. It doesn't mean you have to. Be true to your own interests, desires, and heart. Let others figure you out if they are so inclined to. If not, who cares anyway? You have your own path to follow. Follow it and be authentic. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. There's more on the way. Oh, and click around the other videos on my channel. You'll find something you like.